Micky Collins talking to us after the 2-2 draw against Chichester. Very good game of football. Micky, a point apiece, fair result?
Yeah, I think on the balance of play, if you look at it, I think probably first half, they shaded it, and I think probably second half we did. And on chances created for both sides, could have gone either way. And two sides dealt with the conditions well. And the pitch was amazing, obviously being 3G. And it could have gone either way. And two good sides. So sometimes you're a bit disappointed because you want to get more out of it, but we never. And sometimes you have to take that on the chin. But we certainly had the chances near the end to finish it off.
Both teams having good chances. Talk about your two. Frankie Sawyer having scored twice, just inches away from a hat-trick, and then Bradley Schaefer following up, puts it over the bar.
They're the margins. That's what you're dealing with, and that's where we go 3-2, 4-2 and the game's done, but we've not taken it. Frank's first one to come in and apologise and say, I should have scored it, and he knows he should have. And then Schaefer's just got to be composed, and he's tried to stick his foot through it and ballooned it over. But we've had a couple more before that. I thought Terrell's gone in and the keeper's made a great save. Terrell's had one near post, keeper's cleared it off the line. We've had another one, Renford's gone through one-on-one, keeper saved it. So when you actually stack them up and look, you think, maybe we should have got more, but on reflection of the game, it's a point each.
Looking at it as a contest, Frankie, good to see him amongst the goals again. Both taken well. The first one in off both posts, I think. Yeah,
and you know what? It, for me, never started the game that sharp, and he had a chance really early where he could have actually got himself on the score sheet, and he got caught in two minds. But then that's your quality shows, because at the end of the day, it's up to you then to knuckle down and go, I can make amends here, and he did, and that's a great finish with the left foot and right in off the post. Keeper's got no chance, and I just thought he caused them problems all game. I actually thought he played off the shoulder and they couldn't cope with him, and he's unlucky not to get his hat trick.
Very experienced player, he's been around the block a lot, but up there on his own, it's a big task.
It is a big task, but as long as you're supported from behind, which he was, and from wide, then if you're clever enough, you'll always cause them defenders problems, and that's what he's done. And the way we set up was to catch them. They were going to have the majority of the ball. We knew that, wasn't fussed about that, but we knew we could spring them, and that's what we did, and that's really nearly undone them. But it's just one of those, it's disappointing, and everyone's disappointed in there, and it feels like 2 points dropped at the moment. And
well, we'll have to touch on the penalty, because the boys were animated at VCD last week with the penalty awarded there, and equally so today. Nathan Gordon seemed to be the victim rather than the fouler.
He's been blatantly elbowed, Nathan, blatantly elbowed, and then dragged to the floor, and the refs give a penalty the other way. Well,
A word about their equaliser. Disappointed, with the defending.
Very, First goal we switched off. Second goal exactly the same. The guys run from midfield, gone in behind us, and it's not just that. Pat's made a good save from it, and we still haven't reacted from the second one. And then he's dribbled in over the line. We've got to concentrate on these errors, and I just said that to the boys in now. If we really want to concentrate on challenging up this table, we've got to stop conceding sloppy goals, because then games become much easier. So that's something we'll work on, and we'll look at it again Tuesday when we have VCD here in the Bet Victor Cup. So one of those today, and disappointed. I've come away, I feel disappointed, but we've played a very, very good side, and we've come away with a draw and probably could have won it.
Do you see them as newcomers having an impact on this league this season?
Absolutely, 100%. They're a good side, they're very well organised, they've got them well drilled, they've got some good individual players, they've got a great game plan. And listen, I said it the other day, you know what, you get to the second round of the FA Cup because you're either a really good side or you get a bye. And let's be honest, they've got both, because they're a good side and they got a bye, but they're there on merit, and you can see that today with some glimpses. Defensively, I think we could have got at them a bit more, and we could have maybe got some more goals. But it's just one of those. A bit disappointing.
A word about personnel. No Ryan Fowler today. He picked up an injury, I gather.
Yeah, he's out for 2 or 3 weeks. Got deep bruising to a foot. He's had an X-ray. It's not broken, but that's in a metatarsal area, so that's going to be sore. So that'll be an issue for a couple of weeks. But we've made a couple of signings in the last couple of days to give us cover. Liam Smith's come in from Tunbridge Angels, which is a great signing for us. Kid's got great experience. Can play left back, right back, centre half. Needed some extra cover in there, so we've done that. And then we signed Jake Beecroft on Friday from Tunbridge Wells, player that I've always wanted to play for us. and he's playing really well this year and did last year. So he's come in. He wasn't here today. We already knew that Saturday he wouldn't be, but he'll be available Tuesday, and it just gives us that other pivot in midfield where a bit of experience, someone on the ball, especially games like that where it's a bit stretched, someone to pick a pass. So again, we've strengthened the squad. As I say all the way along, we don't strengthen unless they're better than what we got, and in my opinion, them two are, and so we're okay.
And news of Dan Parkinson this spring, I gather the suspension is in the offing.
Well, he's suspended for today and he'll be suspended Tuesday, then he's back for the game against Guernsey. Right. So yeah, that one's come and go this week. And then we just got to check out on Ben Gorham to see whether he got his 5th booking today, but whether 2 of the trophy games count. So whether he'll be suspended for Guernsey, we won't know that until we put a check in with the FA.
A word about the Velocity Trophy on Tuesday finally, against VCD, final game in the group. If you get a point, I think that takes you through.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put out the strongest squad that we can, mindful of the fact that we want people to play. So there's boys here that haven't got many minutes lately, they'll play, they'll start. And then if that's strong enough to go and get a result, we'll get a result. And if it doesn't, then so be it. It's far more important with our league position at the moment that we use this fixture to make sure that everyone gets game time. And so we'll use it wisely and then see what the result is.
Micky, thanks so much indeed as always.
Cheers, Andrew.